Friday. I recall a captivating tale I stumbled upon a while back that I would love to share with you today. It revolves around a couple living on the US Pacific coast, a reporter and his spouse. Their residence had an open rear, so they had left their doors open on a delightful day when unexpectedly a hummingbird flew in. For those unfamiliar, hummingbirds are the tiny creatures found primarily in Central America and the parts of the US, particularly along the western seaboard, I would say. They are about the size of the sparrow common in Europe and Asia. These diminutive birds have an incredibly fast metabolism requiring constant nourishment to maintain their energy levels. Otherwise, they risk dying without regular feeding. So, when this hummingbird entered the couple's home, they frantically tried to rescue it. However, the frightened bird kept evading them, consistently flying towards the ceiling, as you would imagine. Yeah? It seemed drawn to the red sensor of the indoor fire alarm. Hummingbirds are naturally attracted to red color. So the more the couple attempted to assist, fearing the bird might lose energy and fall down without sustenance, the higher it soared. As the pair struggled to save the hummingbird, their neighbor entered to find them, waving their arms while the bird darted from one corner of the ceiling to another. This neighbor, an immigrant from a war torn country, had endured immense tragedy in his youth. He had lost his entire family in the conflict and subsequently joined the military, later transitioning to martial arts and becoming a sensei. As a martial arts master, he was physically robust and life hardened. Observing the scene, what he saw, he offered to help his neighbors. He advised to them, let's pause and sit quietly. Allow the bird to exhaust itself. After watching the hummingbird flit about the ceiling for roughly 30 minutes, he rose and, with the swift precision of his martial arts background, caught the bird in the blink of an eye. He held it firmly enough to prevent escape, but gently enough to avoid to harm the bird. With care and strength, he carried it outside, opened his palms wide, and released the hummingbird to freedom. This story today imparts several lessons, in my opinion. We can all be either the hummingbird or the sensei who rescued it in our lives. Regardless of your grandeur, accomplishments, or success, you'll face challenges. Adversity will strike, come what may, and you'll need a sensei like figure for support. Like the sensei who endured hardship in his life, you may have the opportunity to aid others despite your own tribulations, I would say. The question is, will you assist others even after experiencing misfortune and adversity in your life? Just as the sensei saved that little tiny creature life. The second lesson today is about crisis preparedness. When difficulties arise, will you have the sensei's composure and swiftness? Will you panic or remain calm? The key difference lies in your readiness for adversity. It determines how well you will handle it. And the third lesson today, it concerns helping others. When genuinely assisting someone, you must balance firmness and gentleness. Be kind enough for them to recognize your love and support, but firm enough to prevent excuses or regression. Like the sensei holding the hummingbird firm enough to prevent its return to danger, and yet gentle enough to avoid harm. This principle applies to all aspects of our life: business, entrepreneurship, relationships, family, and beyond. So, the question: are you the hummingbird or the sensei? How will you save someone? And are you cultivating those skills within yourself? Everybody, have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the flip side.